Almost to the top. It's a rough climb. This is Mick with Bushcraft. I'm out on a rainy day in August. It's uncharacteristically cool and rainy today. I'm out at a place called Stone Mountain in Georgia. Stone Mountain is just a big giant hunk of magma that cooled and got exposed. It's very cool, and I'm going to shoot some video, weather permitting, of my climb up and what's going on at the top. It's very crowded up here. This is not a wilderness place. This is a very well-traveled destination. So something a little different for you today. We're sort of in a kind of a lunar landscape up here. Lots of rocks, lots of scrubby, mossy type of some plants. Kind of a rough place to make a living if you're a fungi or an animal. There's these little patches of fungus here that are growing on the rocks. Behind me is a fairly steep climb. There's several trails. There's a 5-mile trail that goes all the way around the mountain. I'm not on that today. I'm on part of that trail. I'm going to find a branch trail that takes me up the shoulder of the mountain so that I can get to the top. So that's my effort today. It's a pretty steep climb. My junction trail is going to be coming up here soon. I want to give you an idea of how steep some of the climb is up here. You'll feel it when you're done. And when you see the double blaze, that means the trail's about to change or there's an intersection. And sure enough, right down here is another indicator that the orange trail and the white trail are intersecting. I'm going up the white trail. So here we go. If you look at the different colors of the rock, you can see where the runoff is, and it gets icy in the winter up here and slick as snot when it rains, so be aware. Okay, this is the part where it gets a little breathy, about halfway up to the intersection. And there's been a little bit of rain today, and so there's starting to be some runoff coming off the mountain. And as I said, it's very, very slick. Here's a yellow daisy. I don't know much about them, but I'll fill in the blanks here in the video. Yellow daisies are sort of what this place is famous for. So here's one growing right on the side of the mountain. Okay, I've made it to the intersection of the main walk-up trail. This has been a side, sort of a shoulder trail that I've been on. So I'm going to take a left and head straight up. Okay, still climbing. Lots of people now that I'm running into. Lordy. Alright, the wind is picking up now. Getting close to the top. There's usually a steady wind up here, and during the wintertime it's really cold. So more yellow daisies up here, growing out of the moss, growing out of the rock. Well, I made it, and here's where all the people are. Here on top. I passed some Boy Scouts coming up the mountain, and they were discussing the very real probability that dogs would have cell phones in the very near future. So you could call your dog and your dog could call you. They were also discussing what was 2 divided by 0 and why can't you divide by 0, which is interesting because my much older son and I had the very same argument in the car the other day, so things never change. I'm always amazed that there are actually trees growing up here. This is the top of the mountain. The most ferocious weather is going to be up here, and there's almost no soil and very little places to hold water. And yet these trees are growing, man. So, you know, I don't know what you believe, but I believe that God is good all the time. Here's the tree growing out of the rock. Just a little bit of soil. Maybe just enough water to absorb in those roots. This is amazing stuff, guys. Hardy organism here. Good design. Hey guys, I don't want to get real preachy, but come on, man. Don't leave your stuff behind. I know accidents happen, but if you see some litter, and even if it's not yours, because this isn't mine, pick it up, throw it away. Alright, sermon over. Leave no trace. Pretty good hike. I recommend it if you're in the Stone Mountain area. Come during the week, not on the weekend. It's packed up here on the weekend. But, lots of wind, lots of interesting topography. It's a tough hike, but pack a snack and pack some water. Have a good time. I want to talk about some features that you might look for if you're shopping for a backpack. The things that I like are just a medium size. I don't like gigantic backpacks because the medium size backpacks force me to make smart decisions about what I'm going to pack. Gigantic backpacks, I just pack everything and it ends up being too heavy and half the stuff I don't use. So get a medium size backpack, one that fits you, one that is very adjustable, that can fit your torso. Ladies, there's lots of backpacks for youth and ladies that will fit. You have to try them on, just like boots, just like anything else. Try on a backpack and you can decide what it is that works for you. The features that I like are a sternum strap. It's not necessary, but it just helps. Good padded shoulder straps. A hip belt. The hip belt's really important because the hip belt is where you carry all your weight of this backpack. The big heavy bones of your pelvis and the big muscles of your lower body is what carries the backpack, not your shoulders. So a little day pack, you know, that's okay not to have a hip belt, but if you're going to carry any weight for any distance, you need to have a hip belt. I like to have a water bladder pocket in the back. I like to have pockets. This particular design has got pockets here where I can put a snack, I can put trail mix, I can put a camera in these hip pockets and get to them. This design has got some straps here where I can put a water bottle. I've got a pocket in the back for hydration, a hydration bladder. So look for features, not just a snazzy looking backpack. I've got some snazzy looking backpacks that I bought specifically because they had a certain look to them. And they're okay and they worked out all right, but if you're really going to be doing this for real, make sure you have the features that you need and the fit that you need so that you're having a good time out there and you're not just miserable. But whatever you do, get off the couch, get off the computer, get off your phone, jump out and go do it. That's my encouragement to you. Go do something today. It might be crappy and rainy and cloudy and cold or hot. It might be too much of this and not enough of that. That's okay. Get out there and do it anyway. Your body will dig it.